Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my results from Fraxel lasering or CO2 Fraxel lasering. So it's been almost a year since I've had my last treatment. I did do 3 rounds of treatments on my cheeks. So these are the results. I'm in natural lighting. I don't have any like studio lights or anything. It may even be too bright right now, but it's just during the day. So I figured I would come on here and share my results with you, what I think of the Fraxel lasering, and just give you guys some insight. If you have acne scarring, like ice picket scarring, rolling scars, this will help you. So I want to share and get my input on that. So if you're interested in hearing about Fraxel lasering, or if you just want to see my updated skincare routine, then just keep watching. Okay, so like I said, a year ago, I got my Fraxel lasering done. And let me just say, first of all, it is a process. So you can't be out in the sun at all for like 5 days before your appointment. You can't use any retinols. You have to wear sunscreen diligently. So I got my Fraxel lasering done for scarring. And as you can see, I just have some scarring on my cheeks and I've got a couple down here. So I got acne pretty bad after I had our son. I ended up with cystic hormonal acne that I could not get rid of. I finally did once I got my hormone levels all lined out. It was kind of a disaster. So it was only about 3 months worth of acne, but it left me with a face full of scars. So I went to my dermatologist and I tried to see like what was the best option for me to try to get rid of these scars, or to at least try to lift them, because it does make you super self-conscious. I absolutely hated them at first, and I've kind of just grown to accept it, but I definitely wanted to see if there was anything that could help with the scarring. So she suggested that I try Fraxel lasering first. It's like the most intensive thing you can do besides fillers. So we wanted to give that a go. It was about probably $220 for each treatment, and that was discounted. I think they're normally around $600 per treatment, and they suggested that I do around 4 treatments. You get your treatments done a month apart, so your face can fully recover. So I went in and got my first treatment done. I was swollen and still like really sore for about a week after. I wasn't even close to being normal, back to normal, for at least a week. And honestly, it was probably a week and a half before my face like went back to its normal state, because you are super swollen. Hey guys, so this is day 2 of my Fraxel laser treatment, and my face is pretty red. It's pretty sunburnt looking. I'm really swollen, really swollen, if you can't tell. I do have to sleep sitting up, and last night I rolled over to one side in my sleep, and this entire pocket of skin was swollen. It has went down a little bit, but this is my face on day 2. So this is day 3 of my Fraxel laser therapy. You can see it's pretty intense, pretty scary looking, honestly. The swelling is going down slowly but surely, and it's starting to turn like a darker red, and it's very pinpointy. So if you can see, like you can start to see like little pinpoints and up around here. Yeah, it's starting to get a little grainy. It's really dry around my mouth. Over here is really dry. It looks like it's starting to like flake off. So I got that done 3 times, so 3 months worth. And then when I went in for my last treatment, I was actually on an antibiotic because I had a sinus infection, and I didn't know that you couldn't get any kind of lasering done if you have been on a steroid. So I didn't get that treatment done, and she was looking at my face and she kind of suggested that I should go ahead and get the fillers. So there's a filler called Bellafill, and it's a 5-year filler, and you can get it done in acne scars. So she suggested that, and I left there a little discouraged because I had put all this effort into the lasering and, you know, had spent all this money on it, and then it was kind of like, well, you're not getting the results that you want, so let's try this instead. And the Bellafill is much more expensive. I think it's around $1,000 per syringe, and I don't even know how many syringes I need. So that could be in the thousands of dollars, and it's still a temporary fix. So that's where I was at. So I decided not to reschedule my 4th laser appointment just because I didn't think it was going to do anything. And if you've ever had lasering done, it is extremely painful. I mean, it's definitely something that you can get through, but it sucks. Like, it is very painful. Okay, sorry, my camera ran out of room, so I had to delete some files to make some space. But anyways, back to the Fraxel. So yeah, I decided not to do that last treatment, and I don't regret it. I don't regret even doing the 3 treatments prior to that. I do think it helped lift my scars, and also having a good skincare regimen also helped with that. So now, a year later, a year has gone by. We decided to just take a break from all of the expense of the face, you know, skincare and stuff like that, just because we did want to save up for a new house. And as you guys can tell, we are in a new house. So now that that's all slowed down, I did go see my dermatologist about another issue that I was having. I actually deal with eczema, especially on my hands. So I went and seen her for that, and I said, hey, take a look at my face, see what you think would help and where we're at this point. And she looked at it and she suggested derma rolling, which is a little bit more intense than the rollers you see at home. They do it there in the office. It's like a sister product to the Fraxel. It's just not as intense as the Fraxel, but you still have to get numbed like you do the Fraxel. So that was an option, but she said it wasn't really guaranteed results. And she also mentioned the Bellafill 5-year filler. So I have a consultation this month to see how much filler I need, if I even qualify for it, and we're gonna go from there. So I'm really excited to finally get some answers, and even if I don't get it done like necessarily soon, at least I know that there is options and that we can work towards getting that done. So really excited about that. That's my thoughts on Fraxel. I think it's worth it if you have the patience for it. It does take a while for your results to show up, but it definitely will lift them. And I like that it is a long-term result rather than just a quick fix. So that's my thoughts on Fraxel. If you guys have any more questions, leave them down in the comments below. But let's go ahead and jump into the skincare. Okay, so here is my little skincare basket. So I've got a different skincare in the morning than I do at night. So I'm gonna go through both of those and show you guys what I've been using lately. So in the morning, I've been using this Soap and Glory Vitamin C facial wash, and it's super good. I've been loving it. And it smells really good. It's very clean and it's subtle. So I do have a little bit more of sensitive skin. My face just feels really, really clean after I use this. And I think the vitamin C kind of like wakes me up. So that's step number 1 in the morning. After I do that, then I go in with this little illuminator. This is a radiance boosting cocktail from Soap and Glory. You can get both products that I just mentioned at Target. I know they have them there, but this has vitamin C in it as well. And if you guys know, vitamin C is really good for like any kind of aging spots, dark spots, acne, scarring. So this really helps with that. I'm not saying that that is going to get rid of your scarring. You're gonna need like medical grade stuff, which I'm gonna talk about in a minute, but it's definitely a good like start to your day. Okay, so then my next steps for skincare are things I got from my dermatologist. If you've ever heard of the line Obagi, this is very similar. It's kind of like their dupe for the Obagi line. So I use this skin lightener and exfoliator. These are both meant to be used in the morning. You could actually use the lightener during the morning and at night if you want, but I just use it in the morning, and these have lasted me a really long time. I have ran out of the lightener quicker than I have anything else, but these are pricey. I'm not even gonna lie. This one, the exfoliator, was $58. And the skin lightener was $98. So it's definitely an investment. I would say talk to an esthetician and see what she recommends. Okay, the last thing I do every morning is put on some sunscreen. And I love this brand of sunscreen. It's Elta MD Skincare. So I got this from my dermatologist as well. They have like a skincare boutique, and this has lasted me literally a year. So definitely a good investment, but I love this stuff. I always put it on every morning before I put my makeup on. Okay, so that is it for my morning routine. Let's move into what I do at night. So first I remove all of my makeup with this Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. Now I've never used a cleansing balm before, and I didn't really know like what it was. But basically it's in this purple little jar. This is just a sample, so it's not an actual like full size, I don't think. But it's a cleansing balm. It's just like a balm consistency. And you just take a little bit, rub it in your fingers, and then rub your makeup off. And then you take like a warm, wet washcloth and wipe your face off, and it'll take all of your makeup off. It's amazing. I used to use micellar water, but I used so much of it that I just kind of gave up because I went through like a million cotton pads with it. So then I switched to just using Dove soap, and I feel like that's kind of harsh and strips away like your natural oil. So I've really been loving this cleansing balm, and I think it's going to be a staple in my routine from now on. So once I get all the makeup off my face, I use my cleanser again and cleanse my face really good. And then I have another Soap and Glory product. So this is their daily face polish, and this is kind of like a microdermabrasion paste. So it has like little pieces in it that really get in there and exfoliate your face well. And this is really good to get rid of any dead skin. And I love this product. It also smells like grapefruit. It smells so good. So this is really refreshing. And so I'll just put this in, work it into all my scars on my chin, my forehead, to try to soften any of those lines. And then I wash it off with a warm washcloth. All right, then I use a couple more products from my dermatologist. So one is a retinol cream from Obagi, and I love it. This was very pricey. I think it was like $120. And then the other one is a balancer, and I mix these two together and mix them up in my hand, just a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. And then I rub it all over my face, avoiding the eye area. And this makes my face feel so good in the morning. This really exfoliates everything. So I definitely recommend those two products together no matter what. The last thing that I wanted to talk about was a lip sleeping mask. I have really chapped lips, especially in the winter time, and I love the Smith's Rosebud Salve during the day. I think it's awesome. It's really hydrating, smells really good too, but I wanted something a little bit more intense for at night. So I got this lip sleeping mask. So you put it on your lips at night, and you just wipe off the excess in the morning. As of lately, my lips have soaked up all of the product by morning, but this runs about $20 at Sephora. But I think it's totally worth it if you have really dry lips, especially during the winter time, but it's supposed to plump your lips up and get rid of all of those lines around them. And it kind of smells like bubble gum. So I'm loving this. I think it'll last forever because you only need a tiny, tiny amount. And it comes with this little scraper. How cute is this? It's inside this little packaging, but you scoop the product out and rub it on your lips, and it's amazing. So I've been loving that. And that is it for my skincare routine. So that's what I've been doing lately. I think it's really helped my skin. I also will use a microneedling roller a couple times a week, usually about 1 time a week, but honestly, I've been slacking on that, so I haven't done it since we've moved to this house, so it's been about a month. And that's okay. I'm gonna get back into it, but I've had some breakouts on my chin and over here on my cheek. So if you have any breakouts, you don't want to roll those areas because it will just spread the bacteria and you'll end up with acne all over your face, and you don't want that. So I always make sure and let it heal completely and not try to go around it or anything like that, not take a chance of acne spreading. So I hope this video helped you guys. If you have acne scarring and you're trying to get rid of it, definitely go see a dermatologist, an esthetician, get their opinion on it, see what's gonna work for you. But if you don't like your scars, don't settle for it. Figure something out. There are drugstore options. There's also really expensive options. There's payment plans I know that you can do if you are wanting filler or Fraxel. So just see what your options are, but don't think that there is nothing you can do about it, because I promise you there's always something that you can improve with it. And even if you don't, it doesn't define you. The scarring is just an outward appearance. And even though it really does stink that you ended up with it, trust me, I know it sucks. It doesn't change who you are, so just remember that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new, please subscribe. I'd love to have you here on my channel. I do a lot of cleaning, organization, home stuff, but I'm just a lifestyle channel, so I throw in beauty stuff. I share my little boy sometimes and fun activities with him. I also do vlogs every now and then, so if you like how that sounds, then please subscribe. I would love to have you here, and let me know if you are new down below in the comments. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.